Hey guys, sorry, the screen is about to be super glitchy. I was on the right page and then I wasn't. So for today's asynchronous lesson, like I mentioned on Thursday in class, we're just gonna finish the last two problems from lesson 8.5, and then we're just gonna do practice problems and then a VMath. Now you don't have to finish your VMath today. You can do it in class tomorrow, Tuesday, the 27th, in case you want some help on it. You can attempt it, see what happens, and then, if you finish, great. If not, I'll always help you. So please take out your piece of paper from last week, which is that Unit 8, Lesson 5, 8.5, where we were drawing pictures of positive and negative numbers. I just want to remind you of it because I know it's been a weekend since you've thought about this. In our pictures, a positive number is represented with an empty box, so something that's not colored in. A negative number or negative integer is represented with a box that is colored in. And then here are just actual examples of what we did. We drew out what it looks like for a -7. So it's a negative number, which means boxes are colored in, and there should be 7 of them. So we drew 7 boxes, and we colored them in. Then we had a positive one. Well, this is just positive number, which means the box is going to be empty. It's not going to be colored in, and there's only 1 of them. -3 means 3 boxes colored in. +5 means 5 empty boxes. With that, we then use this idea of these pictures to solve problems. The first problem we did was 4 plus 3. Now, I know we knew how to do that one in our head, but I still wanted you to practice drawing the boxes. The first number was a +4. So we drew 4 empty boxes. Empty boxes mean positive. Then the second number was also a +3. So I drew 3 more empty boxes, and we just counted up how many boxes there were. And there were 7 boxes, and because they were empty, our answer stays positive. Then we did a -1. We had -2 plus -1. Well, the first number was negative, and there's 2, so I drew 2 boxes colored in. Second number was -1, so then I have another box colored in, and I just counted how many negative boxes did we have, and we had 3. They're all colored in, so it was -3. The next part of our lesson that we did on Thursday was a number line, where instead of drawing our pictures using boxes, we used it with jumps. So our first one, we had -7 plus 7. Now the very first number represents where we start, and then we're adding 7, which means we're jumping 7, and now I'm trying to figure out where do I land. A little backwards than what we saw before. Before this lesson, we knew our start and we knew our end. Now we only know our start, how many jumps it's going to take to get to our end. Where is that? So we start at -7 plus 7 means jump in the forward direction 7 spots, and we ended at 0. Same thing for -3 plus 3. We started at -3. Plus 3 means jump in the forward direction 3 spots, and we ended at 0 as well. Well, this leads us into the last part of this lesson, and then we'll just practice, is this power concept. So on your paper now, write down the word power concept, and then write down the sentence that says, when we add opposites, we get 0. I'm going to star this because I think this is really, really, really important. If you need to pause the video to write that sentence down, please do so now. Awesome. All right, this is our last problem of this lesson, and then we'll do some practice. So on your paper below what you just wrote, power concept, I want you to write example 3, and you need to write down the 2 problems we're working on. I have boxes on my paper just so I could show, separation. You don't have to do that. You can just show your work below the problem. We are going to use this box idea, drawing these boxes, to do these. So, -4 plus 4. The first number is negative. And so we're going to have colored in boxes, and we're going to have 4 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and they're colored in because they're negative. Then I draw a plus sign because I'm adding. I'm adding a normal +4, so that just means empty boxes. And now what I'm trying to do is figure out what does this come out to be? Well, when you have one positive box and one negative box, they actually cancel themselves out. So what we're going to do is draw a line showing how many things can cancel. I have one negative box and one positive box. Those cancel themselves out and disappear. And I try to cancel as many pairs as I possibly can. So I have another negative box and another positive box. Those are crossed out because they've now disappeared. They've canceled out. And I have another pair. I have another negative and another positive box. So one colored, one not. And I can still do it. I still have another pair. I have another negative and another positive, or one box that's colored in, one box not. And that's another pair that canceled out. Well, I ran out of numbers. I have no more positive and I have no more negative. Well, what number represents nothing? 0. So our answer is 0. -4 plus 4 is 0. These are opposite numbers. Like we did on our number line, the opposite of a -4 was a +4. Opposite of +4 was -4. They undo each other and cancel out to be nothing. They cancel out to be 0. We saw that on the number lines above. This was just another way to show it. The next problem that finishes officially this lesson is -5 plus 2. Still going to draw my picture. The first number is negative, which means all my boxes in this first set will be colored in, and I'll need 5 of them. Let me just start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coloring in my boxes because that means it's a negative number. Then I say plus. The second number is a 2. It's a normal +2. So that means 2 boxes not colored in. And I draw my little equal bar. Now, what I'm going to do is cancel a pair. One negative, one positive, and I'm going to do that until I can't match up any more numbers. So then I have one negative and one positive box. Those cancel out. And I have, here's another negative box. Here's another positive box. Those cancel out. But I can't cancel anything else. I don't have any more positive boxes that undo negatives. So all I have left are 3 negative boxes. Well, 3 negative boxes is the number -3. So our final answer here is -3. That is it for the official lesson that we need to finish from Thursday. We're just going to practice pretty much drawing pictures more like this last example. This is really what we're just going to continue to practice. And then tomorrow on Tuesday, I will show you what we can do and how we can solve these problems without drawing boxes, because that's a bit time consuming. So if you don't mind getting to a new piece of paper to do our extra practice problems. I need to write down our learning objective. Draw pictures to solve, to add negative numbers. Oops, I didn't remember to write that earlier. Oopsies. Okay. So we're going to have, several problems to practice because, it doesn't hurt to practice a lot. On your new piece of paper, please title it 8.5 Extra Problems. The iWillBot, our learning objective officially for this asynchronous lesson, is to draw more pictures to add negative numbers. That's our goal, is to use this picture to really start to grasp the idea of what it means to add positive and negative numbers together. We have 4 problems to start off with. Now, I should have been better about how I drew my boxes here. I didn't leave myself enough room to show my work. So let me just pause the video right now. So let me fix that because I need some space to work. Okay, so I gave myself a little bit more room to work here. I just had to separate it. So on your piece of paper, I want you to write down question 1 and, well, actually all of them. You might want to leave yourself a little bit of space, kind of like I did, to show work. On question 3, don't really have to show much because I know you guys can probably add that. But question 1, we are going to do -4 plus -5. We're going to draw a picture. So the very first number was a -4. That means 4 boxes colored in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, all colored in, plus -5. So that's still colored in boxes, just 5 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Color in. And on this one, there's nothing I have to cancel because there's no positive numbers. We only try to cancel things if it was a positive and a negative. But because these are all negative numbers, because they're all boxes that are colored in, we just add how many are there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 negative boxes. So then I say this equals -9. You guys are going to be so tired of drawing these boxes by the end of today, and you'll be so ready to learn the new method. All right, let's try question 2. This is +2 and plus a -7. So this is where some canceling is going to happen because I have a positive number and I have a negative number. The first one was positive, that's +2. So I add 2 boxes, not colored in. Then I say plus. I like to draw my little equal bar. The next number is -7. That means 7 boxes colored in. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me go back and color them. Okay. Now, because I have a mixture, I have some negative boxes and some positive boxes, I need to cancel. I need to make pairs. I have a positive box and a negative box. I can cross those out. Those undo, they cancel each other. Then I have another pair. I have another positive box and another negative box, and then I cancel those out. But now I'm out. I have no more positive boxes to cross with my negatives. So I just count what is left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, but they're colored in, which means this equals -5 because negative boxes are colored in. All right, I want you to try 3 and 4. So please pause this video, attempt questions 3 and 4. On 3, you don't have to draw the boxes because that's just normal adding. But on 4, you need to draw boxes. Please pause now. Okay, let's see how you did. So question 3, you didn't need to draw boxes. We just do 8 plus 3, that equals 11. If you make a mistake, just make sure you fix it on your paper. No big deal. This is just brand new stuff. It's okay to make mistakes. Question 4, you should have drawn boxes. We have a -9 plus a 6. That's like a normal positive 6. So the first thing you should have drawn are 9 boxes that are colored in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me go back through and color them. It's a lot of boxes to color. Getting a little lazy with my coloring. Then I say plus 6. 6 is a positive. It's like a normal 6. So that just means I draw 6 boxes not colored in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you should have been canceling 1 negative, 1 positive until you couldn't anymore. I have 1 pair, that disappears, another, 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 another. But now I ran out. Now I can't cancel anymore because I don't have any other positive numbers. All that's left are 3 negative boxes. So the answer equals -3. Now, don't really worry. You know, if you're struggling with anything, just let me know tomorrow and we will take the time that's necessary to help you understand. No need to rush into anything. This was like the first part of our review and practice problems. Now, how many questions? I have 5 questions here. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I want you to draw a squiggly wiggle on your paper to separate what we just did and the problems that we're going to move on to now. Now we are given boxes. We need to figure out what the equation was, like what were the negative numbers, what were the positive numbers, what does it actually equal? And so I think it would be best, don't write down the directions. I think it would be best for you to copy down these problems and then we can unpause and we'll work through it together. The dark boxes, let me make a note. Dark boxes equal negative numbers. The light boxes, light colored boxes, are positive numbers. So what you see where there's these positive and negative, and then there's a spot that says the equation is, and there's a box plus a box equals a box, all of that needs to be written on your paper. So I know that part will be a little bit time consuming. Please just pause, take the time you need to draw this. I'm not asking you to do anything yet, but draw what you see on the screen. So please pause now to do that. All right. So I know that was a little annoying to have to draw this, but soon, I promise, you'll be done having to draw boxes. Let's do these together. These are a little weird. So they gave us the boxes already, and we're kind of working backwards. Instead of us drawing the boxes, they gave it to us. So we need to see, what do these boxes actually represent? So question 1, there are 4 dark colored boxes. Those are negative numbers. So since there's 4 boxes that are dark, which means negative, the first part of our equation was -4. That was these 4 dark colored boxes. Plus 1 light colored box. Light colored boxes are positive. So this is just +1. And now we have to figure out, what does it equal? Well, to figure that out, we just cancel positive and negative boxes until we can't. There's only one pair. There's only one negative and one positive, because after that, there's no other positive numbers that can get canceled. So I just count what's left. 1, 2, 3 dark colored boxes. These are negative colored boxes. So this is -3. So the original problem was -4 plus 1 equals -3. Let's try question 2. This time, the first number, the top row, these are light colored boxes, meaning they were positive numbers. So let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light colored boxes. That means 6 positive boxes, which in total just means 6. Plus, next row was negative. They're dark colored boxes. How many were there? 1, 2, 3. So we say plus -3. Now we cancel. We cancel a positive and a negative, or a light and a dark box, until we can't anymore. So I got 1 pair, 2, 3, and I can't cancel any more because I don't have any more dark colored boxes. I don't have any more negative boxes. I only have 3 light colored boxes, which are positive numbers. How many? 1, 2, 3. So this equals a nice positive or normal 3. Hopefully this is starting to be a little less confusing, but tomorrow let me know. I'm happy to do anything else that you guys need to make sure you feel good about this before we move on. Question 3. Top row has dark colored boxes. Those are mean negatives. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. So that means the first part of our equation was -3. 3 because they're dark colored. Then we have plus how many light colored boxes? 1, 2, 3. Those are positive numbers. We just say plus a normal 3. To figure out what is actually equal, we cancel pairs. So I have 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, but then I ran out of boxes. So I ran out of boxes. What represents nothing? 0. Questions 4 and 5. I want you to pause. I've just done 3 of them. You guys, I want you to try 2 of them. See what you come up with for your equation. See what it comes. What's the answers? Pause, try it, unpause, check your answers. Okay, let's see what happened. Question 4. Top 3 boxes were light colored boxes. So that's positive 3 plus 2 dark colored boxes. Those are negatives plus negative 2. When you cancel pairs, you're only left with 1 positive box. So your answer is positive 1 or normal 1. If you make mistakes, just correct it. This is brand new material. This is tough stuff. So it's okay to make mistakes. We just want to make sure we correct them and learn from them. Question 5. There was 1 positive box, 1 light colored box. So the first part of our equation is just a 1, normal. Then it says plus 2 dark colored boxes. Those are negatives. So there's 2 of them, which means negative 2. When I cancel a positive and a negative, I only have 1 box left, and it's dark colored, which means it's negative. So I have a negative 1. Please do your best to correct the mistakes if you make any. If you didn't, awesome. Let's, the last little part of our review for this asynchronous lesson, let me draw a little squiggly wiggle. Well, actually, let me check the time. Hang on 1 second. Let me pause. Okay, we do have a little bit of time to do at least 5 number line problems. Okay, don't deal with the directions. What I want you to do, and I know this will be a bit time consuming. We have 5 questions. These are number line problems. I want you to pause the video to write down the question and draw an empty number line. I need to scroll up a little. Oops, too much. Sorry, I'm trying to get the number 5 number line on there. Okay, so I need you to pause and copy down everything I just highlighted in yellow. Then we will do the problems. All right, I promise this will be it. We'll do the 5. I won't even assign the VMath, so I'm just going to say no VMath instead. I've changed my mind. We'll do VMath in class tomorrow. No VMath. Question 1. What we do is the first number is where you start. The second represents the jumps. So we're trying to figure out where do we end. On the first one, we have 10 plus negative 5. That means on the number line, you go find positive 10 and you draw a box, or a box, oops, sorry, a dot. Because this is a negative, this is plus a negative, this means let's walk backwards. So negative number means walk backwards. So I'm going to jump backwards 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number I landed at was just a 5. Let's do it again. Question 2. Negative 6 plus negative 2. So we start at negative 6. So on our number line, let's draw a dot at negative 6. Because I'm adding another negative, I'm still walking backwards 2 jumps. So I'm jumping 2 spots backwards. So I have 1, 2. Where did I land? Negative 8. Okay, not too bad. Question 3. We start at negative 8. This is just a normal positive 8, so we just jump forward. So I want you to put a dot at negative 8, because it's normal positive 8, we just jump forward 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where did we land? 0. Okay, there's 2 problems. I want you guys to try it. I will help you with just a little part. Start on question 4 at -5. Jump backwards 6 spots. On question 5, start at 0. Jump backwards 7 spots. Pause the video and try it. See what happens. Okay, let's see. So question 4, we started at +5, so I draw a dot. Because it said plus a negative number, we jump backwards. Negative means backwards. So I'm going to jump backwards 6 spots. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should have landed at -1. If you made a mistake, that's okay. Just erase, figure it, and correct it. This is learning. This is brand new stuff. It's okay to make mistakes. The last problem of this day, 0 plus -7. Well, I start at 0, so I draw a dot at 0. Since I was adding a negative, negative means backwards. Jump back 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I end at -7. All right, that is it, guys. If you made a mistake, no big deal. Just correct it. Brand new stuff. It's okay to make mistakes. We'll keep practicing all this tomorrow. I'll check in with you. Be honest. If you need more help, just tell me. We'll practice all of this. I don't want to move on until you guys have a good grasp of this. So let me know tomorrow. No VMath. And have a good day. Bye.